You spent a significant amount of your professional career at Allied Financial. At that time, most of the time with a different name. How did your work there fit in or align with your purpose as you discovered your purpose?
Well, to be honest with you, initially, there was no alignment because like I said, my whole thrust at the time, and I spent 39 years, 39 years with the company in different forms of the company, different names and what have you, as the company was sold and bought and so on. But, initially my sole focus was, make as much as I can, get elevated as far as I could, and enjoy myself and take care of my family. But again, as I began to mature and started realizing that there is a missing element in all of that. There are several facets of life, and the missing element was tending to my spiritual life. And so after about, I guess I was 20 years in or so, 20, 25 years in with the company. And I started realizing that, that whole Jamaican work ethic that's embedded in us, that you work, you go work for a company, started reassessing all those things, and started having a better balance in my life in terms of the job success, and the spiritual, started balancing better the spiritual and the physical. And so therefore, that's when I started, recognizing that, hey, you know what, life isn't all about just working and making money.
So 20 plus years into your career, professional career, you somewhat had a collision with your purpose. You started to make that discovery.
That's a beautiful word, collision. But the connotation of it is like, something bumping up against each other. And so, yes, that's probably an apt description.
And you continue to build on it and make more discoveries, and then you discover that it was also important now that it shouldn't just be you, but your entire your family, that nucleus, that is so important.
And not only that, but also the community, the people who are around you, and so you start seeing more, you start being more enlightened, you start being more sensitive to the travails of others, and like I said, whenever you can help them, fantastic. Whenever you can't, you try to figure out alternative ways or to direct them in places where where people can be helped.
So in your circle of friends, the individuals close to you, is a discussion about purpose commonplace?
Well, when I'm talking to you, yeah. But it all depends. We have all different types of friends. The ones that are probably closest to me, yes, we talk about life and legacy and purpose and mission and all those things. But then there's some, like my domino friends, well, it's just domino, or golf, it's just golf. So it all depends on who I'm with at that particular moment in time.
No room for purpose on the golf course.
Well, actually there is Laxley. but it's a different type of purpose.
I would say so. I would say so. That in the way, because of course it's a community thing as well when you're out there playing golf, and so there's much to be gained from doing things like that. No, for those individuals,
Yes,
there are enough of them out there who are struggling with understanding what their purpose is, and much less to say that they're aligned with their purpose. What suggestions can you make?
Well, I don't profess to be, an expert on the topic of a purpose. However, I'll be happy to share with anyone, some of the things that I've done to help me discover, what my purpose is. Number one is to pick up their Bible and start reading it. That's something I've always done, but was not devoted to it. And so when you're not devoted to something, right, you kind of deal with it casually. And so when I started reading the Bibles, very seriously, from back and front, there's some years, all you got to do, if you read 3 pages a day, you get through it by the end of the year. And so I came to realize, man, that a lot of the issues of life, right, a lot of the struggles in life, the answers are right here in this book, and so whether you're dealing with issues of marriage, parenting, the moral, the political, the racial, the immigration issues of the day, you can find the answers right there in this book that's been around for over whatever it is, 4,000 years. And so that's the first thing I would say. The next thing is to devote some time to yourself at least on a weekly basis, if not on a daily basis. So many people they have to be around noise, I call it, right? You have to have people around. You got to have music, got to be involved in different things. And if you slow down and take some time to spend some time with yourself, which many people are afraid of themselves, believe it or not, but if you take that time and start meditating on the issues of the day that you're facing, you'll start realizing that, answers will start coming to you. So those are 2 things I would recommend. And the other thing too is to get around people who you aspire to be like. Too many people hang around folks who can't help them get nowhere. And so if you hang around folks who ain't doing nothing, not going anywhere, still talking about stuff, like when we were children, then chances are, you're going to end up stuck like them. And so I encourage folks, get around people who are or at least appear to be doing well, and see if you can learn from them. So those are three of the things that that I've done to kind of help me deal with.
And those 3 things have served you well, and by extension, your community as well, because you fulfilling your purpose is, leaving, substantial mark on others. So
no question.
What they say about if you want to keep a secret, store it in a book. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's one of those things about,
Uh-huh.
yeah, because not enough people are many are reading, but I don't think enough of us are doing